The world owes you nothing. This is not a punishment, nor is it cruelty. It is simply truth, a truth that, once understood deeply, becomes a source of tremendous power. When you begin to realize that nobody is obligated to lift you up, to hand you success, to offer you comfort or applause, a quiet strength starts to grow. You stop waiting, you stop complaining, you start doing. You were not born entitled to ease. Nature itself offers no guarantees. The sun does not rise for your convenience. The seasons do not shift to suit your mood. Even the strongest tree grows in silence, unnoticed, battling storms and drought with no hand to comfort it, no voice to say, "Keep going." It simply does, or it dies. So too must you make your choice. Are you here to hope for handouts, or are you here to earn your place? In a world full of noise, of opinions, distractions, false comforts, you must remember the ancient wisdom: do not seek permission to rise. The moment you start asking the world to understand your pain before you pursue your purpose, you delay your growth. Pain is not a prison, it is a passage. Those who understand this begin to treat discomfort like a ford. They understand that peace is not given, it is earned, and strength is not given, it is built. It is easy to feel forgotten. It is easy to believe that your struggle is unseen. But the truth is, the world is not ignoring you. It simply does not owe you recognition. Your battle is yours to fight, and if you win, the victory will speak louder than any excuse. Nobody cares how hard it is. Nobody cares how many times you fell, but when you stand, when you build, when you persist, those who never believed in you will look twice, not because they care more, but because you force them to notice. Discipline is your weapon. Routine is your ally. While others complain, you train. While others wait for the right time, you create your time. While others sleep, you prepare. This path is not glamorous. It is silent. It is lonely, but it is real. And those who walk it with sincerity begin to understand something most people never will. The world doesn't reward noise, it rewards results. The fire in you must be stoked from within. If you wait for motivation, you will grow cold. If you wait for someone to push you, you will stay stagnant. You must be your own reason, your own fuel. You must look at the person in the mirror and ask, am I doing what must be done? Or am I asking for sympathy while avoiding responsibility? That question must echo in your mind every day. The road ahead will test you. There will be days when you wake up exhausted. Days when progress feels invisible. Days when doubt shouts louder than confidence. On those days, do not look outward for rescue. Look inward for discipline. There is a force within you stronger than the storm outside, but you must learn to access it. Not once, every day, consistently, quietly, without applause. Your competition is not other people. Your competition is your laziness, your excuses, your comfort zone, your self-doubt. Every time you choose action over hesitation, discipline over desire, you gain ground. Not immediately, not dramatically, but undeniably. These small, invisible victories are the true markers of a powerful life. The ones who understand this stop chasing shortcuts. They stop seeking validation. They live in training. Constant, disciplined, unglamorous training. You do not need to be seen to be significant. You do not need recognition to be relevant. The most powerful people are often those working in silence, focused not on being noticed, but on becoming undeniable. They do not rush, they do not boast, They simply build brick by brick, moment by moment, until their very existence becomes a result. There is no secret, there is only work, and the world has no contract with you, no obligation to comfort your fears or ease your path. But this is not a curse, this is freedom, because once you accept that no one is coming to save you, you realize that you are free to save yourself. And when you do, when you rise without asking, when you stand without applause, your strength becomes unshakable. Because it was never borrowed, it was built. Each morning is a question. Will you earn your place today? Not just in the world, but in your own eyes. Can you look at yourself in silence and say, I did not waste it. I did not lie to myself. I did what was necessary, even when it was not easy. That kind of honesty is rare. That kind of life is sacred. Few live it. Most choose comfort. Most choose excuses. But you, if you are willing, you can choose differently. This is not about motivation. Motivation fades. This is about commitment, discipline, structure. There will always be someone stronger, richer, smarter. That does not matter. What matters is that you refuse to be outworked. You refuse to settle. You do not demand comfort. You demand growth. And you pay for that growth with focus, effort, and time. You were not born to wait for permission. You were born to earn your place. Each breath is a gift, but what you build with it is your responsibility. Make no mistake, there will be no parade for doing what needs to be done, but the reward is greater than applause. The reward is transformation. No matter how heavy the burden, how long the journey, remember this: nobody cares until you win. And when you do, they still may not care. But by then, you will no longer need them to. So in the end, it comes down to this: if you want to change your world, you must first conquer yourself. You cannot bring order to the external if your internal is in chaos. No matter how much you try to fix what is outside, your circumstances, your relationships, your job, your environment, none of it will truly change until you face what lies within. The noise around you will always exist, but how much it controls you depends on how quiet and centered your inner world becomes. This is why the journey is not about chasing something out there. It's about returning to discipline, clarity, and truth inside. You have to stop waiting for a breakthrough from the outside and become the breakthrough yourself. That means building habits when motivation is gone. It means controlling your reactions when emotions try to hijack you. It means showing up when no one is watching, not for rewards, but because of the standard you've set for yourself. And that standard, your inner code, is what will carry you when nothing else does. Most people want change, but very few are willing to become the kind of person that change requires. Because that path is not flashy, it's not comfortable, it's not popular, it requires silence, it requires solitude. It demands that you take full responsibility for your thoughts, your energy, your actions without blaming anyone or anything. Victory within yourself is not loud, it's not on display. It happens quietly when you choose self-control over chaos. When you sit with discomfort instead of numbing it. When you train your body not just to look strong, but to feel grounded. When you train your mind not just to think fast, but to remain still. These are the real victories, the ones no one claps for, but which change everything. Because when your inner world becomes disciplined, unshakable, and focused, everything around you begins to reflect it. People respond differently, opportunities begin to appear, your energy becomes magnetic not because of tricks or manipulation, but because truth has weight. And people feel that weight even if they can't explain it. Do not mistake the silence of your inner work for the absence of progress. What you build inside, your patience, your focus, your control. Those are the roots, and roots grow underground unseen, but they hold up everything that will one day be visible. You are not falling behind when you go inward. You are sharpening your foundation so that when life shakes, you do not fall. This is why true growth starts where no one sees. It's not on the stage, it's not on the screen, it's not on display, it's in the discipline of your breath, the alignment of your thoughts, the strength of your decisions. Inner victory is not won in one grand moment. It's earned each day through countless small choices. And when you win enough of those invisible battles, the outer world has no choice but to reflect that change. So if you truly want to shift your life, do not start with the world. Start with your posture. Start with your thoughts. Start with your breath. Start with the way you speak to yourself when you're tired, when you're tested, when you're alone. That is the arena. That is where champions are built. Because once you become unshakable inside, there is nothing outside that can break you. In the end, the real war is not out there. It's in here, and once you win it, everything else falls into place.